Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Writing Calls live video for the day. Today, we are going to be talking about basically our best tips for how to win NaNoWriMo because it is November, which for us writers, at least a lot of us, we want to try to get 50,000 words written in November for NaNoWriMo. So I know I am attempting it. I don't know, Michelle, are you attempting it or are you just trying to write a lot of words?
I am.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so we're gonna, share all of our knowledge, since we're experts at this.
Yeah.
I've won it one time, but
Me too. Well, last
yeah.
year. I think it was last year I
Cool.
won. Yeah.
Cool. So we do have some experience, but it'll be fun to just get new ideas on how to do this better because we always want to do better. So first though, let's while we wait for other people to get on the live, you want to just tell us what you've been working on lately?
Yeah, I'm still working on getting my Kindle Vella stories caught up. And I'm also working to get all my Christmas stories put in a box set and published. And hopefully I'm going to get that published tomorrow because we're getting close to Christmas time. And then I'll have one other novella that I wrote like 2 or 3 Christmases ago that was in a collection that is no longer in that collection. So I'm going to publish it as a single title this year. And that's going to be my Christmas offering.
Awesome.
But I was just like, oh, it's time to do that, like right now. So busy, and just getting ready to go on a retreat with Anne-Marie and some other friends next week. And I'm really holding on to the hope that I'll get a lot of words written on that retreat because I'm not making my nano goals every day. So what are you doing?
So me, I've been working on, trying to do nano with The Ruse. I did, which is my book 3 in Eden Falls Academy. And I did great the first 2 days. And then yesterday I had to force myself to write and I didn't quite get to where I wanted, but I'm still ahead of like the overall goal barely. So if I can get some words today, then hopefully it will work out. But then I also have, I'm doing the Romance Author Mastermind Conference that starts tonight. And so that's going to be keeping me busy for the next few days. So I don't see myself getting a lot of writing done, which, is like, it's stressful a little bit because I want to beat Nano. But so I just have to be really good today and then the rest of the month after that. So hopefully I can get that done. But yeah, I've also been like seeing everyone doing these Christmas novellas. Oh, sorry, you look like you're saying so. Okay. So I've been doing these. I've been super tempted to like kind of jump ship and like hurry and write a really short novella really quick, but I'm gonna talk myself out of that because I need to just stay on track. So that's what's going on with me. And we've been having internet issues too, so I hope that it'll be okay between us. Just so our viewers know, I'm not sure if we weren't able to decide if it was me who was cutting out or if it was Michelle who was cutting out. So hopefully we'll be okay. Okay, it looks like Victory will be here soon. Anyway, should we just get into
it? I checked it on Facebook. It actually looks better on Facebook than it does here for us.
Oh, okay. So we're both
one of us
maybe
is delayed, and I don't know. But I wonder if because I have headphones, I'm delayed.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Was it fine if they were off or not?
I don't know.
Or do you need them? I don't know if we dare now that we're live. Test these things out. Okay, so
it didn't sound like it was super off. I know. It is.
Okay. So
you're just gonna have to wait like 15 seconds to see if I've said anything.
And then I'll be like cutting you off. So, oh, yay for technology! It's always on our side, isn't it? No. Okay. So how about we just get right into the right into the thing. And so do you want to share your tips for NaNoWriMo or should I go for it? Which one? You can go. Okay.
Yeah, let me go. And I'll just get all my talking done. And then you can do all your talking. And we won't have to worry about the delay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was thinking about my tips for Nano. First of all, I've done it like 8 years, I think, and I've only won once. But I think I've published every single book I've ever done for a Nano project. So even if I'm a few words like behind at the end of the month, it's always been a positive thing for me because it's gotten me the bulk of the novel written that I've actually published. I know a lot of people write novels and it's just like this crazy, like messy thing that doesn't necessarily turn into an actual book. And so I've been really glad about that. So my tips about getting it done is, number one, look at your calendar and see what days on there you know you're not going to be able to write. Hi, Victory.
Hi, sorry, I'm late.
We're just getting into
problems too.
Okay.
She looks frozen to me.
Oh yeah, see, we couldn't figure out whose internet is bad because we're having this delay. So you can tell us if it's me or Michelle or whatever.
Michelle was frozen for me and you were not. So
okay. So Michelle's just giving us her tips for NaNoWriMo, how to win it, and then we'll have you go, and then so we're just taking turns. Okay, go ahead, Michelle. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll just finish really fast and then I'll be quiet. Okay, so look at your calendar and figure out how many days you know you're not going to write. For me in November, it's always like Thanksgiving and the day before Thanksgiving, I know I'm not going to. And then I don't work on Sundays. So I go ahead and just cross those days off the calendar. And then if you have any other, like, I don't know, days, just cross them off so that when you're figuring out how many words you need per day, you've got a better number of days to work with. Instead of like 30, you don't actually have 30. Like I usually have 24 days, which gets me close to having to write 2,000 words a day. Also, I try and use a tracker that tells me if I have what word count I should be at every single day so that I can gauge how far behind I am and know when I need to catch up. And I actually made a PDF monthly calendar printable that's in the Writing Gals Facebook group that you can print off and use as a tracker if you want. And I use that based on 1,666 words every day for 30 days, just as a general guideline to kind of see where about you should be. You're welcome to print that off and use that, but there's lots of other ones available online. Another tip that I have is if you start out strong early in the month, if you possibly can, it's always better to get ahead rather than try and play super catch up at the end, because that's just kind of miserable. And the end of the month is always around the holidays when things are extra stressful and busy. I always want to strangle. Okay, that's not very nice, Michelle. Strangle the person who decided to do this in November. So anyway, yeah. And if I had any other tricks, it's really fun just to go all out to keep yourself motivated and excited about your story. And put pictures up that inspire you or quotes or whatever. Does it get your playlist ready? And I light candles when I write. It's like a thing I do. I light my candle, and something about striking the match is part of my routine. If I try and use a lighter, it's not as zen for me, so I don't do as well. Be full into your best writing mode, especially early in the month when things are more chill, and get as many words as you can. And I started seeing people winning Nano the second or third week of November sometimes. So yeah, so I think those are some of my tips. What do you guys have?
All right, I'll tell you my tips, but I'll preface it by saying I think NaNoWriMo is awesome. It doesn't work for me. So I've never actually done NaNoWriMo, but I've done modified Nano, right? Because I can't do wait until midnight to start and work on one project and write 50,000 words in it and all that stuff. So that's a little confining for me. So if you're like me and you're like, I don't really want to do the full nano. I modify it and I say, okay, I'm in the middle of this project, so I'm going to finish it. And that's what I'm going to do for NaNoWriMo. So for all you people who are like rule people are probably really cringing at me right now.
Like, that's not
Be
fair.
like, that's not nano. Don't say that. You're like a heathen. So I don't stress about all that, trying to meet the deadlines and stuff. I make my own deadlines and I make my own project during nano. Because usually I'm in the middle of something and usually I let it motivate me because everybody's writing and that's really awesome. And I like the inspiration and the excitement of nano. I just don't technically do nano.
Yeah, I started on chapter 3, so I'm,
yeah, see,
cheater.
So my tip is don't get too stressed. If you're like behind, don't like quit and be like, well, I'll never get it done, so I'm quitting. Just keep going and be like, okay, 40,000 is my goal instead of 50,000. It's okay. It's the whole point of it is to write and to get excited about writing. And so if you can't make the 50,000, I wouldn't stress so much about it. Make it a goal to get 30 or 40 and modify it. Yeah, that's my tip.
Yeah, I like that. That's what I do too, because I'm not going to just start some random project if I'm already working on another one. I have a schedule, so I'm just going to try to get 50,000 in that one. And then if I get 30,000, that's still a win because that's more than I get some months. So, yeah. So I for mine, I also, I agree with those. And then with the starting early, also like start early in the day if you can. That's something that I'm usually like super bad at getting like writing done in the morning because I just like taking my time, getting ready for the day and just, my kids finally get to school for a couple of, I'm like, I just want to relax in peace for a little bit. But I've been trying to be a lot better this week to get at least a session or two of writing done. And something that's helped me is doing writing sprints with other authors. And then like we've done a couple of them in the Writing Gals group this week, which has been motivating to me because I'm like, well, I committed to this. They're expecting me to be there, so I better be there. So having like accountability people is also helpful. And then, but if you don't want to do them in Facebook, there's also like Clubhouse. I've done a couple sprints on Clubhouse before, which was nice. Some people do them for longer, or so the ones that I did there were like 45 minutes, which is better for how I work. And then also you don't have to be on camera and like looking good for everyone else. So, but then there's also sprinting groups. And so those have helped me a lot just to get some words done when I normally might have put them off. And then let's see. Also I saw, one of my friends on Instagram had shared that she like wrapped up a bunch of presents for herself to give herself rewards for like when she made it to the 5,000 word mark or the 10,000 word mark, for whatever goal line is motivating for you. Just have like a little present you get to open when you make it there, or other kinds of rewards, like you get to go out to eat for that, lunch or whatever, or you get to watch a show that you know is motivating for you to get that time to watch. I need to probably be better about that instead of just watching the show first thing in the day. Like, no, I have to write first. So, so those are things that are also helpful for me. And I think that, and then also just using the website, the NaNoWriMo website. I really like updating my word count on there. For some reason, even this, like if it's a few words, if I get like 50 words and then I add another 150 words, I just like seeing that number go up. And just the small word counts are helpful and not like daunting to me, instead of just putting in the 16,000 words at the end of the day. I like having the little increments, like, oh, I'm doing it, and then I'm motivated to do more. So that helps me a lot. But I think those are my only other tips that I had that you guys hadn't already said. So
did anybody mention stickers?
No.
That's motivating for me, is to just get some cute stickers, and then every 500 words you get a put sticker on your chart. It's just simple, but it motivates me to get to that 500 words and get that sticker. So
love it. And then also something that helps me is to have my scenes brainstormed before I'm going to write them, because I can't like completely pants the book. But so if I know what I'm going to be writing next, then I can usually get a few words done. But if I just sit down with a blank mind and a blank page, then I am overwhelmed, and then I don't usually get very much done. So, yeah.
Cool.
Any other thoughts? Okay. Well, thank you for joining us. And
Yes.
I think we're planning to maybe do some more sprints throughout the month. Not every day, because, life is busy. We got other things going on, weddings, conferences, retreats. So, but we'll try to announce those at least on the morning of, give you maybe at least an hour's notice. And then if you can't make it during that time, you can always rewatch them and just be kind of like you're sprinting with us live, or, those other options that we mentioned. So, yeah, good luck getting your words down. This is an awesome time of month to get our books out there to the world. And
someone did have a question about pacing. Does anybody have any
okay.
ideas about how to improve pacing while writing your first draft?
I don't know. It just comes like naturally to me. So I don't really know
to
like
me
the
too.
science behind it. Like reading a lot of books helps you kind of get the idea of pacing. So
I've also in the past, what I've done is I've split up my word count. Like if I'm shooting for 50,000 words, and I split it up in 7 increments and try to hit those 7 points that Dan Wells talks about in his, what is it, 7-point
plot structure, I think.
Plot structure thing. So you can kind of watch your word count as you go and try to hit those points that Dan talks about. And you can look it up on YouTube. Just search Dan Wells plot structure. And it's a thing on YouTube you can watch. And that's helped me in the past as I'm writing.
Yeah, I'm just like, I always know I have a kiss at 50% or as close to that as I can. And then another, maybe at a certain percent. So yeah, I like that. That's how I do it too. Okay, so I think that's all. And Michelle's internet is being fun today, but we had some great tips from her at the first, so that was awesome.
That's good.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
And we will see you next time.
All right, happy writing.
Bye.